Hi, it's November the 12th. It's the day before full moon, and you can tell. In the stores, it's crazy. People are wacka-doodle. Today's scrap project is just another one of the divine hats. This was what I had left of that skein, and it's gone now. Toodaloo, it's bye. I think I'm going to do some shout outs because I have quite a few on a list and it's just time. And then we'll do a little bit of discussion of some other things that are going on. Okay? First, there is Kathy of Oregon Craft Girl. I think you'll enjoy. I think you'll enjoy all of these. I have enjoyed every one of them, so I think you'll like them. Then there is Jen with Knit Crochet Happy All Day. And there's Crocheting with Alana. If you were on Bag O' Days Live, that is one of hers that she gave a shout out to. So go check her out. She does a lot of tutorials. Love the tutorials. K.O. Crafts by Kelley. And she does quite a few things too as well. I believe she does some tutorials too, but don't quote me on that. And then there is Wooddhaven Craftabulous. Wooddhaven is spelled with 2 D's. And that is, drawing a blank on her name. I hate when I do that. I'm drawing a total blank on her name. I want to say it's Jennifer, but I don't think it is. Sorry, I'm a dingbat today. Then there is Cyndy Moelter, and she is wanting to do the Knots of Love hats. So if you're doing some of those yarns, making hats with some of the yarns that are approved by Knots of Loves, please send those to Cyndy Moelter. This is a project that is near and dear to her heart, and let's see her numbers go up too. I mean, we're doing hats for kids. We can do hats for cancer victims, patients. I don't want to say victims. Ugh, sounds horrible, doesn't it? And then, of course, there's our good old Madonna. If you've not subscribed to her, do it. She's a lot of fun. She'll make you giggle. If you haven't seen her fake live, it's hilarious. Then there is Digo Crochet, and that is Di. She has, I believe, about 200 subscribers. She was shouted out, I believe, by Dee of Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel. And Dee, I have a story for you. Squirrels hide more than 200 walnuts under the hood of SUV. This was in Pittsburgh. A Pittsburgh area couple found out where all their walnuts have gone. Turns out squirrels stored more than 200 of them under the hood of the couple's SUV. Chris Persick tells KDKA TV his wife called to say the vehicle smelled like it was burning. When she popped the hood, she found walnuts and grass piled all over the engine. They took the SUV to a mechanic who found half a trash can full of walnuts under the engine. Persick says there was not any extensive damage, but a squirrel may have chewed through or pulled out the fuel injector hose on his new truck. The Persicks have gotten a quote on removing the black walnut tree from their property. See, squirrels aren't always fun. The only other thing, I have a couple other things that I wanted to discuss with you. You know that Cheryl's Goosey did pass away. And Billy on her live last night had discussed doing a project for Cheryl. You know she loves Americana, which is red, white, and blue, or the off-white, blue, and the red, some of the more traditional Americana colors. So what we're asking for is 6-inch squares to be made, red, white, blue, off-white, you know, mixture, whatever. And they don't necessarily have to be granny squares, they just have to be 6 inches finished. So that Billy, and you'll mail those to Billy of the Crafty Floridian, so that she can put those together, and then we can send Cheryl a great big hug. Billy is going to embroider on the top from your Yarny Sisters, I believe, is what she had said. So let's get some squares to Billy. I'm sure we can all crank out 2 or 3, 4, 5, so there can be a nice big hug for Cheryl. You know, Cheryl's having a rough time dealing with some of the family members. Unfortunately, death sometimes brings out the ugly in the family. And so let's all keep Cheryl in our thoughts and prayers. Whatever you do, light a candle, cast a spell, whatever. Keep Cheryl in your thoughts and prayers, and let's send some positive energy her way. The other thing I wanted to discuss is CBD oil gummies are not all made equal. My husband and I discovered this because when I went to my doctor, there were some test results that came back very different than what they have before. My GFR this time was 38, where it always has run like in the 80s to higher up, but all of a sudden 3 months later now it's down to 38 from the last was I think 84. So doctor has taken me off of all pain medication, including over-the-counter. I did ask her about the CBD. She preferred I would do completely topical. Of course, that does nothing for my elbow, does nothing for some of the fibromyalgia, because there's no way I can coat myself in enough aspirin without having a toxic overload to take care of the fibromyalgia. So we decided to go get some CBD gummies. And I did get some. And on the jar it says there's 100 milligrams. Now, Thomas and I were looking at the container. The girl did tell me that the container, that means it probably has a total of 1,000 milligrams in the entire jar, which has about 44 pieces in it. She did tell me that most people take 3 to 4 for a good dose. You need to find out what dose works for you. But Thomas has a friend who works with the drug company, and he basically said it's a hit or miss with those. Vaping is totally out. I'm not even interested in vaping. And I wouldn't do the CBD oil anyway, because it looks like that's what's causing a lot of deaths with vaping. So, his suggestion was talk to my doctor about getting medical marijuana. But my doctor has decided what we're going to do is we're going to repeat the test in 3 weeks. I have been on high doses of ibuprofen because of the elbow and some of the other things going on. She thinks because it's known to cause false readings in your GFR readings, but We've not looked at my kidneys in quite a while. I told you about that mystery pain that I was having, and it's right over my right kidney. So she does want to do a sonogram of the kidney, and here comes the fun part. For the sonogram of the kidney, I have to stop also all of the medications I take for my GERD. It's just a plain bucket of blast here. So part of this is a PSA about ibuprofen. For those of you who are diabetic, and doctors do look at your GFR quite often, if you have been prescribed ibuprofen, you may want to talk to the doctor about that because of the GFR readings that you'll get. There is good reason to believe that this is just because of the ibuprofen that I've been on, and that there is no actual kidney damage. The sonogram will just tell her what kind of blood flow I get to my kidneys and whether or not they are functioning properly. So that's all we're looking at right now. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to ask for some prayers. It's been interesting. The first night I stopped taking the medications, I did not sleep well because of the amount of pain I was in. The next night, during the day, I slept in this chair off and on because I didn't sleep at night. Well, last night I had a little better sleep, but as you know, fibromyalgia really messes. If you're not sleeping well, it messes with your fibromyalgia. So it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. Yeah, that is it for today. I will see you again tomorrow, and everybody have a great day and choose kindness. Oh, wait a minute. I want to tell you one more thing. It has to do with an incident at Walmart today. You know, I told you I couldn't get the fusible fleece or the fusible, some of the other interfacings that I needed because they didn't have them at my Walmart. So we go to State College. I'm getting groceries, and I know the gal that works the fabric counter because she takes classes over at Hoover's as well, so we see each other over at Hoover's occasionally when she's got days off to where she can go. And so we're talking, and she's cutting the fleece for me, and she's cutting the SF 101 for me, and put the sticker on, and then we're talking about other things. Well, you know, on the sticker, with Walmart, when you get fabrics that are cut, the sticker includes all the pieces of fabric you have on it that are cut. Of course, you know, when you get fusible fleece, if you get a lot, because I did get quite a bit, when you fold it up, it's a nice big piece, you know. So when we got to the checkout cashier, he ran the SOF, which had the sticker on it, and put it in a bag, and then he's looking for the sticker on the other one, and he goes, well, where's the sticker? I said, it was on the first one that you did. That has both prices on it. Both pieces are on that. It's a combined price. I had to tell him that 5 times. He just looked at me. He said, but they're 2 different fabrics. I said, yeah, but they're both on that sticker. He had no clue. Now I know they train these guys better than that. Either he was under the influence or something, or he's just an idiot. But it really perturbed me today. I had to practice some kindness, not say anything. That doesn't mean I'm not going to let corporate know about it, though. In the most kind way I can. Down below, where it says show more, is where the links for all these other channels will be. Go check them out. And, yeah. See you again soon. Bye.